not break. I was a bruised reed, and he broke me. A smoldering wick, he will not snuff out. I was a smoldering wick, and he snuffed me out. I cannot believe again. Not when the very one who hurt me is the one that I'm supposed to love and trust and believe in the first place.
Graphics guy, my heart goes out to you. I'm really sorry that you feel that Jesus has hurt you and let you down. But you know as well as I do, you've said it in your previous video, you know God's not a bellhop. He's not a magical genie. You rub the bottle and poof, you get your 3 wishes. God has his own agenda. You and I, as his creatures, we have to fall in line with that agenda. Part of being a Christian is accepting God's will for our lives. Now, as a Christian, and even though you're in the process of deconverting, you can recall. I mean, I'm assuming you haven't somehow had a frontal lobotomy and lost all knowledge of your Christian past. I'm just assuming that that's the case, that you actually can still relate to a lesser degree, greater or lesser degree of what I'm saying here. I mean, as far as I understand, you're only 6 months into your deconversion, give or take. So, and I will remind you that you did say that you were just like me. That's what you said. So if you were just like me, you're going to relate to this. Remember in the book of Job how God allowed and initiated the test? He actually said, Satan, have you seen my servant Job? There's none like him in all the world. He fears me, and he keeps my commandments, and he's blessed. And Satan said,
Yes. How could I miss? I see him. You have put a hedge about him. Take away the hedge, and he shall deny you to your face.
And God said, all right, go, but do not kill him. Immediately, Satan, being Satan, he had been thinking about this for a long time, chomping at the bit, drooling over the opportunity to sink his evil fangs into Job's life, stripped away all of his goods. He was once the richest man, now in one day lost it all. But he's not over yet. He somehow kills his children as well. They were all at a party, and they were under this large structure that was made from stone and caused the structure to fall and crush all those children. That's being crushed. That's being crushed. Have you lost your child? Completely lost your child? I don't think so. Have you lost all your wealth? Have you been stripped? And then, to top it off, Job, being the righteous, just man that he is devastated, but he does not curse God. And Satan is called, and God said, "All right, Satan, what do you have to say for yourself? You had your fun. He still fears me. He still loves me. He hasn't thrown in the towel. He hasn't joined the ranks of the prevailing atheist community. He's still holding his faith, and he has kept his mouth shut. He hasn't blasphemed my name." And Satan said,
Skin for skin. You let me destroy his body, take away his health, and he will curse you to your face.
and God said, "Go, do what you must, but do not kill him." And immediately Satan, in his wicked ways, he took away Job's physical health and left Job with nothing but sickness. From the top of his head to the soles of his feet, he had leprosy. There he sat, scraping his wounds, where they would throw their trash and have it burned. Scraping his wounds with broken pottery. Has that happened to you? You see, God never puts on us more than we can bear. Obviously, Job was just the man for this testing. Now, this test is beneficial to us as Christians. We can look at Job as an example of righteous reaction to very difficult circumstances. How we react to the circumstances that fall into our lives or collide into our lives like a juggernaut. Things that we do and things that are done to us. You can tell the kind of man you are when you're bumped, and whatever spills out, that's a sure sign of what's been inside you all along. Job's story continues. He's scraping his wounds, and his wife, also suffering the loss of her children and the loss of Job's wealth, their wealth, and she is distraught, and she is disgusted, disheartened, and she sees Job in this incredibly bad situation, and she says to him, "Why don't you just curse God and die?" This is how Job heard it.
Why don't you just curse God and die?
And Job responded, "Woman, you sound like a fool. Shall I not from the hand of God receive blessing and cursing? I came into this world naked, naked shall I leave. Blessed be the Most High God." The moral of this story is, no matter what happens, as a Christian, we are called to praise God, even in our suffering, even in our darkest hour. And now with the revelation of Jesus Christ, we have all the more reason to praise God. For Jesus Christ has conquered hell, death, and the grave. Through Jesus Christ, He can restore you, bring you right back to where you were when you were walking like a born-again Christian. He can restore your family. He can restore your faith. He can help you repair any damage that may have been caused by you, or the damage that you have in your heart. God can repair the damage, but you have got to get up on your feet and start walking. Use the little faith that you still have.